Alright, what's up, yo? Hey, I'm here back again, about to show you my 4-6 Bear Blitz. Alright, the play is going to be safety fire. Now, what you want to do is you want to come out, you want to press the corners, spread the defensive, no, my bad. You want to crash the defensive line out. You take the corner, that safety, my bad, the blitz and safety, and you put him on a deep zone, blue zone, and you want to put him right in between the guard and the center on the side of the left blitzing linebacker. You can also put him on the other side. It works either way. But you'll figure this out once you get in real gameplay. And that's really about it. You sit there, you wait for, then you want to hold the right trigger, not the right analog stick. You want to hold the right analog stick down. Not push it down, but hold it down so you can see the play. And hold the right trigger. So as soon as the ball snaps, if you hold the right analog down, the player won't move. Like, he's in that blue zone, but if you hold the right analog stick down, he won't move when the snap comes. Like, he won't try to back up or anything like that. And as soon as the snap comes, you go right around that defensive tackle, right around the center. Sometimes that guard will pick you up, but you can see that both him and the left outside linebacker will get in. Sometimes you can just fake it and you can get that linebacker will get right in there. And the secret to this is really if a pattern switches, because you have 3 switches on this. You have them right there, the safety and the defensive tackle. He goes around him, which they cross. You have the defensive tackle and the defensive end on that side where they cross each other. And you have a coverage switch, which is going to be at the end. These 2 guys, you're going to see that, see the coverage switch? He tells him to switch on the coverage. That's what makes it right there. There are 3 crosses, 3 switches that makes it all happen. Now, it's going to confuse the offensive lineman. And it's great because you're always going to run into somebody that has a switching pass pattern. I mean, you don't really see straight out just running pass patterns anymore. Most of the time you're going to have people switching. So especially in that tight bunch formation, everybody's, you're trying to run them cross patterns and stuff like that. This right here will absolutely eat that up. All right. Also, another note, now all of the linemen will get in eventually. Like, because they made the offensive line pretty good this year, where they'll randomly just do whatever. But I mean, you keep on doing this, somebody is going to get free. It can be it could be either defensive tackles. It can be anyone else. See, right there, the defensive tackle actually came around on that one, because when I was coming in for the blitz with the safety, you can see that the guard saw me. The guard actually came with me with the safety. So you can back out of it, which is the great thing. If you see it coming fast, you can see it coming. If you do it long enough, you can see it coming. You can back out. Sometimes you can catch that underneath route right there. If somebody's trying to quick throw it, catch that underneath route. Hey, this is a great defense. And somebody's going to get open and they're going to get through. Also, I also like to bait people. Like, I press the coverage down, and then at the last second, I'll get them out of the press. And a lot of times that catches people because, you have a lot of press beaters out there, especially those deep pass patterns. I had played one guy, he probably dropped like 7 bombs on me in one game. I sacked him 10 times, but it was going sack, he would get one off, sack, he'll get one off, sack. I mean, this happened the entire game. I had 10 sacks on him. He still beat me though. This is when I was trying to really perfect it and find out exactly how everything works. But the way I do it like this is really hard. Now I still get scored on now. Stuff, crazy stuff happens. It's still cat and mouse. This is not an ultimate defense or anything like that. You still have to switch it up. But I can run this out of the zone also, which is the wall. That's what I usually like to use, the wall. But you can run it out of any 4-6 bear defense as long as you have those 5 people coming in. And this is with the running back blocking. Now, with the running back blocking, what you want to do, if you can see him, you want to run like an S pattern. Like, say right here, I messed up because I stayed to the outside. But if you see him coming, the running back, and you'll see him coming, like, well, if you do this long enough, you'll see that running back coming. And you'll switch, like come right up underneath him, and it'll free somebody else up because he has to, it messes up. And there you go, right there. Like I think the defensive tackle, he got in again. But you can run this off a zone, 4-6, bear, anything. I've had this blitz last year. It worked. Well, it worked a little different last year, where when I put the safety right there, I can just run straight through. Just run straight through the line and get in there. This time I have to kind of loop them. But the loop, I guess it caused everybody else to get free, which I wasn't used to last year. Only the right end, only that left end would get free, or I would get in there as a safety. And but this year is anybody could get in. Like I have multiple sacks with a bunch of different players, everybody on the offensive line. And then there's one where the center will just fall. Like you can just have the center would just straight fall from the very beginning of the line. And that's probably my favorite one because it doesn't happen all the time. It's rare. But when it does happen, it's basically a guaranteed sack. Because that defensive tackle that's right in front of the center would just make a straight run right to the quarterback. Like, and nobody's expecting that. So there are a lot of good things about this defense that I'll use. Also, yeah, I'm showing it in the zone also. And I'm going to have some gameplay on here too. Actual footage. And, okay, let me see. Which one was that? Okay, somebody else got in that time. I think I had oh, okay. Yeah, see how Lawrence got in that time? You'll notice that that whoever that left linebacker is, he trips like coming in. It does matter because it was just a small second, but see, I saw that the guard saw me, so that's going to usually leave somebody free. And you can always back out of it. That's one of the greatest things about it. You can back out of it. But the best thing I think about it is when you have a switching pattern, it's going to give you the advantage on a blitz. And if God forbid anyone tries to hurry up against this, it makes it even better. As long as you have them lined up. Oh yeah, it's also a great run stop. As long as you have everybody lined up right on a hurry up, dude, let me let you know. Trust me, you run this in game. Once you have it right, like right now, it's this. I mean, I've been working on it for the last 2 weeks. I still haven't perfected it. Oh yeah, and on that run right there, that corner on the outside, way on the outside, he's always going to get free. He's always going to break off that block because there's a cross in there. But you have to make sure everyone is in position. Sometimes they'll be out of position in the beginning of the play. You see it right there. I caught him in the bait. Like at the last second, I backed out of it. he knew that he was trying to throw the ball deep and he was trying to catch me. But you back out of it at the last second, and it's hard. It's really hard to, it's really hard to gauge. Now I think this is the one I ran from the zone. Okay. Now if you're trying to make the adjustments and you're trying to pull that safety up there like that, sometimes people will snap it before you're even ready. But if you happen to be running with that safety, that's basically a free run right to the quarterback. Like I said, there are a lot of ways to run it. When you run this in the zone, you want to put that middle linebacker all the way back there too. You can switch up the zone by doing all different types of things. But you really want your opponent to start running or protecting 3 people. But they'll start protecting, like using a running back, using a halfback. They'll start using a tight end. And then once they start using both of them, that's when you'll still get, the player will still get in there because, they're going to be running 3 wide receivers. So, I mean, what can you do with 3 wide receivers? And the pressure's still going to get in there. And then on top of that, I mix it up with my nickel blitz, which is a 3-man rush. It could be changed into a 4-man rush that will get in if they're blocking a halfback and a tight end. And I'll show you that gameplay right here. It's at the very end of this. But you'll see that this defense is so mean, and just by pressing and then pushing back, pushing back on the defense to get them to stop pressing. That right there is like a mid-zone coverage, like mid-zone man coverage. It's hard to practice against that because you have to have somebody doing that. You have to have someone doing that. And a lot of people don't practice against it, and it's a very unique man coverage. Like, they won't go for, like, some of the slants, some of the post routes. It'll tear up that corner route. There are a lot of routes that you just can't run. I mean, I have specialty routes that I run, and I'm gonna post a video of my man beaters, my man coverage beaters. Like, I think this is the one right here. No, this is not it, but yeah, you see that tight formation. Now you see how you see right there. Hey, he kind of tried to quick snap it a little bit with a little bit of motion. But I've been kind of eating them up with that all game. You see, I'm coming out in the press. Oh yeah, you'll see how they're switched like that. Sometimes the defense will let you know what the play is. See, I backed up right there. Came back. Of course, he's going to try to go deep. You can't go deep against that because there is a special, and that right there was Will Fuller against my middle linebacker. All right. Yeah, that right there, see, he tried it again. Now, he tried to block the running back, but if you try to block the running back, there are times when the person who's covering the running back will come in on him. Right there, Sean Lee was on the halfback, and he decided he just wanted to come in. That right there is the defensive tackle. He gets in. And then when they get used to that, they want to disrespect your defense, and they're going for the 4th down. They're going to try to block everybody because they got some kind of money play that's going to go down the field, just like any other YouTube, got money shots to go down the field. But this one, you come into this one, my 5. Now this is a 3-man blitz. He's going to have, what's that? He got 7 people blocking. But you can't see. I'm gonna show this blitz on the next video. All right, that's 7 people blocking. All right.
First and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position.
And I had to have he had to call timeouts from here. I had to send him a message, let him know there was seemed to be something wrong with his internet connection, and and everything happened from there. So anyway, that's it, y'all. Enjoy it. Peace.